Y'all, Manny Mua is calling out this company for owing him $50,000. And I'm so sorry, but this is the type of like stuff that I like to see because I really do feel like a lot, you know what, I'm gonna say specifically within the beauty industry, I feel like a lot of people are low-key like just too, I don't know, scared maybe to like speak out about certain things. And I really do feel like I'll be putting that shit on blast. Obviously, this is why I don't work with very many brands, and this is why obviously I don't have like very many friends within the beauty industry. Low key though, I feel like a lot of them are fake. That's why, okay? I do have to say this though, when it comes down to the beauty industry and beauty influencers, I think that they try their hardest to be on everyone's good graces because they obviously look at every brand as in a possible, partnership. Do you know what I mean? And I do think that there's so many people that are scared to do negative reviews of products specifically because of that. They're like, oh shit, if I say that I don't like this Tarte product, then Tarte's not going to invite me on this trip. And I think that this is like an ongoing thing within the beauty industry. As to where I will see within some other, say for example, lifestyle creators or whatever, they'll speak out about certain issues. I think it takes a lot for a beauty influencer to speak out about an issue, which I don't know, like this situation with Manny MUA, like low key, I feel like he probably should have talked about this a hot minute ago because I'm sorry, y'all. I would have popped off like $50,000. Like I know to Manny MUA, like 50,000 really is like not that much. Yes, I'm sure it is still a good chunk of change for him, but probably not like that much. So I view $50,000 as way more because y'all know I'm a broke bitch. But I'm just kind of like, yo, this is a full on company that owes him $50,000, which so crazy though. You guys are going to see. I'm gonna play his TikTok to where he is calling out this person. Apparently this brand owner is like over here, like, yo, she's in some hot water because apparently she's taking money from like several different sources that she's not supposed to be taking money from and getting like cosmetic surgeries and going on vacations. And like they did a whole article about her, which I'm just like, this is crazy. Before we jump in that, I do have to say, oh, by the way, y'all, I started a Patreon. Click the link down below. Make sure you guys subscribe. I won't ramble about it. You guys can click on there and see what y'all get over there. By the way, I love my Patreon fam. I am so sorry, but like, I am so happy I made the Patreon and I put it off for so damn long. And I'm like, oh my gosh, it's so fun. And I have a chat going on there too, which I'm like, yeah, I love my chat on there. Anyways, I don't ramble too much about that. I want to ask you guys because okay, it's been a hot minute since I've talked about Manny MUA. It's been a hot minute since I talked about Lunar Beauty. I feel that Manny MUA makes some really good products, and I feel like, okay, because obviously we see such a huge oversaturation of so many different beauty brands, I feel like his brand is really getting lost in the sauce. Do you know what I'm saying? I don't feel like anybody is talking about his brand anymore. And I have to say, or I have to ask, are any of you guys using Lunar Beauty anymore? Because I saw this comment underneath this post that you guys are going to see. Is Lunar Beauty still around? And he was like, yeah, we just like separate our launches or whatever. But I feel like they kind of, I don't know, they kind of like died down. And I got to keep it real, okay? A lot of the products that I've tried from Lunar Beauty, no, actually all the products that I've tried of Lunar Beauty, I've really liked. His glosses are amazing. His blushes are amazing. Y'all know the Outer Dimension face palette. Literally my favorite like highlight and contour palette. I absolutely love it. I love the tones in there because they're not like too cool tone and they're not too warm tone. It's a really good palette. And y'all, his brushes are amazing. Like I feel like he makes some really good products. This is why too, I'm so sorry, a lot of celebrity brands I'm a little bit skeptical of, but I really do trust beauty influencer brands because obviously they have tried so many different products. Yes, of course, there's always going to be a couple out there, a couple bad apples who are just kind of like, looking at a brand as a cash grab. But I really do feel like for the most part, a lot of the beauty influencers make some really good products. And I think Manny MUA is one of them. Like his products are really good. I'm so sorry, but I have yet to try a gloss formula like his. I feel like his gloss formula is so glossy, so beautiful. And then even his shimmer ones, like y'all, they have shimmer in them, but then they don't feel gritty on the lips. And they just feel so light, not sticky. Like I love his glosses. So that's why I'm just kind of like, damn, I feel like his brand just doesn't get the, recognition it deserves because I think he did a really good job with the formulation of his products. I do gotta say this though, y'all know I'm always gonna keep it real. I think he needs to stop it up with them damn eyeshadow palettes. Like I say this about every damn brand. Like I'm just like, okay, we're tired of the eyeshadow palettes at this point. Yes, I do understand that that's probably like the easiest to come out with because you don't have to spend, $500,000 to come out with some eyeshadow palettes. I know that it's probably hard to come out with, concealers because obviously you want to come out with an extensive shade range of concealers, but it's gonna cost probably, over $1 million to come out with at least 20 shades of concealer. I totally get that, but I would start focusing on some other things. You know what I mean? Because I just feel like a lot of these brands and like Jeffree Star, cosmetics included, I feel like okay, we're a little tired of the eyeshadow palettes. I want to see some other things out there. Like, this is me. I know this is like a hot topic because everyone, and look, I totally get it. Like, you look at Fenty Beauty, you look at MAC, and it's like, oh, they have 50 shades and 70 shades and like all this. I think that it's totally okay for an indie brand, for a small brand like Lunar Beauty, if they were to come out with concealers to have like 10 shades. Do you know what I mean? Yes, I know there's going to be people out there that are like, oh my God, no, you need at least, 40 shades. But it's like, y'all, this is Manny Mua here. He is not, owned by like Kendo brands like how Fenty Beauty is and like, all these other big brands. So I do totally think that it's okay for these smaller brands to come out with, a smaller amount of concealers. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, they can't afford to come out with 50 shades from the jump. Like, y'all, I just think that like when Fenty had came out, a lot of people didn't realize that it's like, y'all, she's backed by Kendo, which owns like so many other big beauty brands that they didn't understand. So anyways, my whole purpose for rambling about that is I haven't talked about Lunar Beauty in such a long damn time. And I don't know, I don't know. I think that they need to be talked about more because I really do think he did a great job with his brand. Just stop coming out with all them damn eyeshadow palettes. Anyways, I do want to go ahead and play his TikTok to where he is calling out this brand, y'all, for owing him $50,000. And let me tell you, he kept it real cute because y'all know me. I would have popped the fuck off. Like, I literally would have been losing my mind over $50,000. Like, yo, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry today. I'm like rambling so much. Can I just go off on a little tangent right here for a second? Because speaking about that, I'm in the process of like working with this brand right now, y'all. Yeah, I think it's so crazy that they asked me like what my rate was. I told them my rate. They had the audacity to ask me, okay, and the rate was for one video. They literally asked me the rate for one video. I told them the rate. They offered $500 underneath it, which by the way, y'all, my rate is pretty low, okay? Like, I'm not one of those bitches out here. I'm like, oh my God, you're gonna pay me $20,000 for a sponsorship. Like, I know I'm not worth that, okay? One day maybe I might be, but like right now I'm not worth that, okay? Like, I know what to, price my sponsorships at, okay? Well, they offered me $500 underneath it and then said for 8 videos. 8 videos. I was like, y'all, the way I wanted to pop off on them, like, how are you going to go and ask me the price for one video sponsorship and I tell you the price and you offer 500 under it, and add on to it 8 videos. 8 videos. I'm like, are you guys crazy? And y'all, it's a big brand. It's not a beauty brand. It's not a beauty brand whatsoever. But it's a big brand. A lot of people know them. I'm just like, yo, I ain't gonna be working with them. So I'm like, he kept it real cute because I'm like, I can't even imagine. Like, I'm over here like wanting to pop off on somebody for offering $500 under and then still wanting me to do 7 more videos. And then this fool is getting ripped off $50,000. Like, I'm like, he kept it cute. Check it out.
So 13 Loon owes me over $50,000. Yeah, we're gonna talk about it. No, I really didn't want to talk about this. This is not something I wanted to bring to the internet and actually like have a conversation about, but here we are. Cause where's my money? You know what I'm saying? 13 Loon is actually a retailer and they carried Lunar Beauty, which is why I'm owed, over 50K. And the reason I started working with them is because I loved that their brand mission was all about basically creating a Sephora for POC, like having predominantly POC founders and brands inside their store that they carried. I thought that was really cool. And I felt very, happy and proud to be a Latino owned brand, family business inside a retailer like that. So recently an article came out about one of the founders, Nikeo, who alleged that they have been embezzling money from the company. This company that owes me money and a lot of other founders, I'm sure, money as well, and other brands inside that store money, who is using, apparently, this is hearsay, this is what the article is saying, big article, ink. And Miss Nikeo has been using that 13 Loon coin for Taylor Swift tickets, for fat removal, for, so many different things that a family trip that she should not be using the company's money for. Me and my team have been professionals. We've been going the nice route this entire time, just emailing, being like, hey, you still owe us this, these POs, etc. And they're still not paying us. So like, I'm tired of being nice. I'm done. I'm actually done with being nice. I'm actually not gonna start calling these bitches out if they keep trying me. So, nice Manny's gone for now. 13 Loon co-founder and CEO Nikeo Greco is accused of embezzlement. A lawsuit alleges that entrepreneurs spent more than $165,000 in company funds on Taylor Swift tickets, vacations, and more. $7,500 on Taylor Swift tickets, $20,000 on flights, $15,600 on family vacation in Mexico, $13,000 on cellulite removal treatments, $8,700 on Amazon. Maybe spend your money on what you're spending money on, but the gag is that it doesn't seem like it was your money that you're spending that on. Seems like it was the company's money, the company that owes so many brands and founders so much money. Isn't that fucking crazy? 13 Luna, I'm not gonna drop this until I get paid what I'm owed. Over $50,000 I'm owed. And you just think you're not gonna pay me? I'm not gonna say anything. The thing about me, I don't like to be taken advantage of. Seems like you guys are taking advantage of a lot of people. And if you're a brand in 13 that still has been owed money, you should comment down below because I would love to know which other brands are owed money from that retailer. And I think that we should continue to talk about it until we're paid what we're owed.
As y'all saw from right there, he is saying this brand 13 Loon, which a lot of people were commenting. I didn't even know. I guess like they're in like JC Penney's now. I guess they like took over to where the like, you know, Sephora JC Penney's are, which by the way, y'all, my friend like 2 years ago, maybe even 3 years ago by now, gave me a gift card to Sephora at JC Penney. And I'm like, they don't have Sephora at JC Penney anymore. So I'm like, what the hell am I supposed to do with that? Like, if you guys know, please let me know. Cause I Googled it and I can't find an answer. Anyways, apparently like, I guess his brand was sold with 13 Loon, which 13 Loon took over Sephora inside JC Penney's. And I guess basically like their whole purpose is to be like a beauty bay, like a Sephora, like an Ulta, like that type of thing. And they owe him $50,000. I'm assuming because they purchased stock off of him and then just never paid him for that stock, which, yo, if you guys heard his reasonings up in there as to where like this brand owner is like out here getting like cellulite like removal and like or fat removal or something like that, I'm like, oh my god, like I would be losing my mind. Like I have to say, kudos to him, you know, for speaking out about this. Like I said in the beginning of this video, I really do feel like a lot of beauty influencers struggle with speaking out about some certain shady shit as to where I'm like, no, put that shit out there. Like people deserve to know like if they're, you know, working with or buying from a shady ass brand. And I really do think $50,000 is nothing to sweep under the rug, you know? Because can you guys just imagine the reason why I say this? Okay, it's yes, I am a messy bitch, okay, but it's not me just saying this just to be messy. I think that a lot of people that have more power within the industry should speak out about this. Because, say, for example, somebody like Manny Mua, who has millions of followers across all of his social media platforms, if he's getting ripped off, can you guys imagine if there's a brand that's smaller than him? There's a brand owner that's smaller than him. Can you imagine how much they're getting ripped off? And this is why I always say, like, no, people need to speak out about this shit so that way they can learn to change. And I feel like when you really do call out somebody on the internet, them brands like scramble to get their shit together. Do you know what I'm saying? Because obviously they know, oh my gosh, like we're gonna lose customers on this. So that's why I say it. And this is where I come from the mindset of like, no, call them bitches out. I'm so sorry. And this person who owns this brand, like, I can't believe like she's out here taking trips and like, you know, having like cosmetic surgeries. And I'm like, pay your people. What the hell? Anyways, make sure you guys let me know your thoughts and opinions about everything. I will catch you guys in the next video. Peace out, Girl Scout.